I'm Phil. Welcome to Hockey Tips and Tricks. First time trying this, let's see how it goes. I've been playing hockey for quite a while. My son is also a Bantam major. So I'm going to offer you some things I've learned over the years. Not necessarily playing suggestions, but things that you might do to save a couple of dollars with gear, make gear work a little better, just maybe improve the enjoyment of the game. So this is the first and hopefully a series of many videos. We'll see how it goes, and thanks for tuning in. First thing we're going to talk about is gear. Your gear smells bad. There's no getting around it. Your gear smells bad. There's lots of things you can do. I mean, important is to air it out after you use it all the time. There's different things you can do. There's all kinds of sprays out there. There was the Shock Doctor bag that a fan built in on the bag that actually didn't work out real well for them. But have some suggestions. One is we've actually, over time, this is a summer thing, taken the gear and thrown it in the swimming pool. Let it soak around for a while, and you actually end up with a swimming pool full of hockey gear. And when you take it out, it takes 4 hours for it to dry, but the chlorine will get rid of some of the odor. The thing we found to be most effective, however, you're going to laugh, mouthwash. Don't need Listerine, you can use store brand. But go to Target, go to Walmart, get like 9 or 10 of these jugs, put in a big tub, put the gear in the mouthwash, stir it around, make gear soup. Okay, it takes a while, and you have to hose it off, and it will take a while for it to dry. Again, this is usually a more warm weather kind of activity, but it makes sense. There's alcohol in here. It will kill all the germs and bacteria on the gear, and actually it makes the stuff smell minty fresh as well. So mouthwash works well. Use the store brand. So next we're going to spend a little time on sticks. Okay, and as you know, sticks cost a fortune these days. The composite sticks can set you back, basically a month's rent sometimes, it seems. One of the tips and tricks, and you probably do this on your own, is if you break a blade, you can typically cut the shaft and get a replacement blade. Now, your kids are not going to want this. Your kids are going to always want the brand new, latest and greatest stick. But as a father playing in a men's league, replacement blade, old shaft, this is working just fine. Plus you get the added reverse snobbery effect by not having the latest and greatest. Because think about it, isn't the guy who shows up with the brand new stuff usually the worst guy on the team? So that's one thing you can do with sticks. Another thing is, a lot of the times we talk about guys they tape their stick and then they wax the tape. Now there's different ways to do this. You can go and get blade butter, and this blade butter was $4, and I've seen it run anywhere up to $6 or $8 in various pro shops. Right, and it's basically wax, and they claim that what it does is it gets you better handling of the puck. Well, I think that's a lot of nonsense. But what I have seen is that it makes the tape last longer. Right, you're not taping every time you use the stick. The tape will last several uses. Rather than spend $4 or $5 or $6 on blade butter, go to a surf shop. Again, being in New York, we have a lot of surf shops. Go to a surf shop, get cold water wax, which is designed to be sticky on a surfboard in cold water. Rub that on. This is $1.50, maybe $2, so you can save a couple of bucks, and this works just as well, if not better. Talk about helmets for a second. So, a big problem with helmet visors is keeping them from not fogging. And there's all different ways, again, of doing this. You can do the real simple way, which was the old diving mask way, which is basically spitting in it and rubbing on it. Some people talk about putting shampoo on. What I find works actually very well is Rain-X. It's for car windshields. It prevents beading, prevents fogging on your car windshield. Costs a lot less than those various sprays specifically designed for the visor. So they work very well. You just put some on, rub it on, wait for it to dry, rub it off, and it seems to keep the visor pretty clear. One thing you want to be careful with, though, is I know Oakley claims that if you don't use their spray on their visor, avoids the warranty, so for whatever that's worth, you want to be careful if you're using an Oakley visor. Now, people use cages. I use this cage a lot, and people always stop me and ask me where I got it. It's a great adult cage. It's not legal for kids because it doesn't have the chin cup, which is actually why I like it. I don't like anything against my chin. This is like the original cage we had way back when. Hockey1.com had this cage. From South Windsor Arena. So you can get this. They let you use it in men's leagues. The only problem with this cage, puck won't go through, but people do say that a butt end can go through, but I haven't seen that many guys with butt ends up in my face in men's beer league hockey at this point. So this cage again, hockey1.com. Skates. I've tried pretty much every handheld skate sharpener on the market. I've tried them all. There's no substitute for a hand grind. However, one of the ones I've tried, and there's several like this, where it's kind of a roundish, where it kind of simulates the hollow. Don't find these work well. What I found has worked the best is the sweet stick. What the sweet stick does is essentially pushes the edges in a little, so it makes them grab a little better. You can probably get away with 2, maybe 3 sessions with a sweet stick, and so you save a couple of times before you need sharpening again. You can get the sweet stick at pro shops. It's a little pricey. It's usually like $19, $20, but I find that, again, it actually lengthens the amount of times you need sharpening by about 2 or 3 skates in between each sharpening. What you do is rub it down the blade 3 or 4 times, and it does make the blade grab on the ice better. So thanks, that's the first set of hockey tips and tricks. If you have your own hockey tips or tricks, send them to hockeytipsandtricks@hotmail.com. Spell it all out. And if I get enough responses and some good ideas, I'll actually make another set of videos with your tips and tricks, and certainly I'll give you credit for them. So thanks for watching. So here's the email address, hockeytipsandtricks@hotmail.com. Send me any tips and tricks you might have. If I get enough, I'll make another video, and maybe we can actually do this on a regular basis. Thanks for watching.